My name is Amelia Hart. I grew up in the peaceful countryside of Devon, where the world seemed to move just a little slower. Rolling hills, quiet lanes, and chirping birds were my everyday backdrop. My world was small, comfortable, predictable. But my heart always ached for something more, something thrilling, something unknown. I was 23 when I first stumbled upon his profile. Scrolling mindlessly through Instagram one rainy afternoon, I saw a video, him standing in the streets of London, playing the violin. His music was unlike anything I'd ever heard. It was raw, emotional, like it told a story that words couldn't express. His username was simple at Leo Strums. There was no bio, no captions, just haunting music and a boy with unruly brown hair and the saddest eyes I'd ever seen. I followed him. I didn't expect anything back, but to my surprise, he followed me too. It started with likes, then comments, then late-night messages. His name was Leo Foster, and he was 25, living in East London. We began talking every day, first about music, then about books, films, life, heartbreak, hope. It felt like I'd known him forever. He told me he'd lost his father at 17, and since then, the violin was his therapy. I told him about the loneliness I felt despite living in a loving family. He listened. He understood. Weeks turned into months. We sent voice notes, memes, playlists. We had virtual movie nights and laughed till our cheeks hurt. We knew each other's coffee orders, favorite songs, deepest fears. But we never video called. Never exchanged numbers. It was an unspoken rule. Keep the magic alive. Keep it safe. But then, one day, he disappeared. Just like that. No posts. No replies. No sign of Leo. I messaged him for days. Are you okay? Where did you go? Please say something. Silence. I cried for weeks. I kept checking his page, praying for a sign, a story, a reel, anything. But he was gone. My heart broke in a way I never expected. How could someone I'd never met feel so close? So essential? A year passed. I moved to London for university and tried to move on. I dated someone. He was kind, but he wasn't Leo. I deleted Instagram for a while, convinced I'd been foolish to ever believe in something so fragile. Until one evening, in a small music cafe in Camden, I heard a violin. My heart stopped. The melody was unmistakable. The same soul I'd heard a year ago through my screen. I turned. There he was, Leo. Older, tired, but still him. He didn't see me at first. He was lost in his world, eyes closed, bow dancing over the strings. When he opened his eyes and saw me, his expression froze. Time paused. The room disappeared. It was just us. Amelia, he whispered, stepping down from the small platform. I nodded, too stunned to speak. He looked like he'd seen a ghost. You're real, he breathed. And you vanished, I replied, unable to hold back the tears. He led me outside, away from the crowd and the noise. I'm so sorry, he said. My mum got sick. Really sick. I had to take care of her. Everything else, it just faded. You could have said something. I wanted to, but I didn't want you to worry. I didn't want our story to be tainted by pain. I looked at him, but our story was real. He reached out, gently brushing a strand of hair behind my ear. It still is, if you'll let it be. We sat on a bench under the pale streetlight as he told me everything. How his mother had passed 6 months ago. How he'd lost his way, stopped playing for a while, until one day he picked up the violin again and felt me in every note. I kept hoping I'd find you somehow, he said. I even played near this cafe every weekend, wondering if you might walk by. I laughed through my tears. Well, I guess your feet found me again. That night, we stayed out till the city fell asleep. We walked, talked, cried, and rediscovered each other. It was messy, beautiful, and terrifying. We started over, this time in person. Leo would come to my lectures and wait outside with a coffee. I'd attend his small gigs and cheer the loudest. We had fights, miscommunications, doubts, but we also had laughter, long walks, midnight talks. He showed me that love wasn't about perfect photos or poetic texts. It was about showing up over and over, even when it was hard. But life tested us again. Leo got a scholarship for a music residency in Italy. 1 year. All expenses paid. A dream come true. He didn't want to leave me. I've already lost you once, he said. I can't do it again. But I made him go. Dreams matter, Leo. I want to see you shine. He kissed me like it was the end of the world. I'll come back, he promised. We spent a year apart. Video calls replaced dates. Letters replaced hugs. Time zones fought our schedules. There were days I cried myself to sleep. Days he wanted to quit and return. But we held on. Because what we had was real. Because love isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet faith. When he finally returned, he played a private concert, just for me. Candlelight, violin, roses, and one small velvet box. I didn't just find you in my feed, Amelia. I found my forever. Will you marry me? I cried, laughed, and said yes, all at once. Now, as I sit beside him, watching the rain fall outside our tiny flat in London, I think back to that first follow, that haunting violin reel, and all the chaos in between. Wealth, fame, perfection, none of that ever mattered. All I ever needed was him. If you like these kind of stuff, then like and subscribe to this channel.